Hello, everyone, and welcome to Percussion Discussion, formerly known as Lick of the Week, but since we're covering topics that have nothing to do with licks, we might as well rebrand. This episode's topic will be about the concepts in Michael Gordon's XY. All right, let's get right into it. You may have noticed sitting below me here a run-of-the-mill practice pad. Of course, any bouncy surface will do, but those of you who want a real challenge can try these concepts on a pillow. Playing modern music means we must procure modern implements, so I will recruit my light blue 5As with black nylon tips. If your stick bag is lacking such state-of-the-art equipment, then feel free to use your run-of-the-mill drumstick. Now, let's get right into the music here. The concepts we'll be doing are crescendos and decrescendos happening at the same time per hand. Not only making this a great exercise for independence, but also a great exercise for rounding out your crescendos and decrescendos. Let's use the introductory material as our first example, where it takes 3 measures for our hands to reach the opposite dynamic from which it started. It takes another 3 measures to return to the original dynamics, and there will be a checkpoint in the middle where both hands are the same height. Take a look. Okay, in order to break down this concept, I like to find the point where we reach mezzo forte in both hands, so we know both sticks will be the same height. We can use this as a halfway point between the inverse dynamics, the second half of the phrase. We'll slow the metronome down to about 100 beats per minute and play just the first 6 beats of this example. So if we're measuring, this height's about where we're trying to wind up. Now, one hand at a time, starting with the right hand, forte to mezzo. And then the left, piano to mezzo. And then put both back together. And from there, we try from the mezzo point to the opposite extremes from where we started. Should sound like this. Now, don't be befuzzled by the left hand offbeats taking prominence here. Just stay true to your right hand lead and do your best to split the beat. Now, right hand by itself. And of course, after this, we can take the left hand from the halfway point, where it starts forte on the offbeats, and decrescendos down to the mezzo point. Now, repeating these types of patterns will help you to put together the entire lick, which again sounds like this. Little cat hair in my mic. You'll see why later. All right, so there are other ways to practice this concept. However, I won't cover those until after I introduce to you the next section, which features the similar crescendo, decrescendo concept with 3/2. Now, don't be frightened. It's not quite as hard as it may seem. I'll show you what it sounds like first, painstakingly. Okay, so let's slow this down to 90 beats per minute, and I'll show you one instance of this 3/2, which I will augment, and then we will also flip the stem so they're all facing the same way and get rid of that 3 on top so we can feel it like this. Say it with me. George Washington. All right, and while I'm trying to decide if I'm going to change the tempo or not, you can try and imagine this part twice as fast, like this. Once that's starting to feel comfy, then we will try a different technique of practicing these crescendos while using one hand as a filler that stays low, and the other hand as doing a crescendo and then a decrescendo. The inverse of this would be to keep the right hand low and have the left hand crescendo, then decrescendo. And of course we could go the other way where we start high and bring one hand down and back up. Then bring the other hand down and back up. Now, if done regularly, these practice techniques will free your hands to be able to adjust in the moment of performance as you're playing a piece like this. And with that, we conclude our 4th percussion discussion. I leave you with an awesome video of me and my cat. Take care.